liking. Here we go. I actually didn't know he was 49 years old. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I didn't know that. I thought he was 30. He's 49. I didn't know that.
Has done the horrific crime of expressing...
I'm not saying that's bad, by the way. I just didn't know he was that old. KreekCraft hates old people. That's true. If you're over the age of 40, then I just don't like you. No, I'm joking.
His political opinion on the internet. This has resulted in many people insulting him, threatening to burn his books at stores, and even telling him to go to hell.
Bro, imagine going to Barnes & Noble and burning a Roblox book. Imagine going to Barnes & Noble. It's like, I want every copy of this man's book. I'm burning all of them. You just insulted my parents. I was joking. That was sarcasm. I don't dislike old people. Chat, that was a joke. I'm literally 27. Another 10 years, I'm going to be 40. Okay? I don't dislike old people. That was a joke. I was being sarcastic, chat. That was sarcasm.
FGTeeV Duddy to be afraid for any potential threats he or his family could potentially receive. Now, this is all pretty crazy because for the longest period of time, FGTeeV was known to be extremely uncontroversial and wholesome. FGTeeV Duddy's always preached family values and has been involved in little to no drama, and for over a decade has raised a generation of people who grew up watching his content.
Wait, I got a question. How long has he been making videos? How long have they been making videos? Let me look. How long have they been making videos? Let's see. Oldest video. 11 years ago? Oh, they've been doing this a long time. Dang, bro. Wait, how old is... Wait. 10 years ago. Oh, I've been doing this a long time. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Remember watching his Skylander boy and girl videos when I was super young back in the day too. But now he's facing unfounded accusations and allegations of transphobia and homophobia, and I'd like to dissect this situation and give a more nuanced and mature take
That's a cool hoodie.
regarding all of this, and offer criticisms where necessary. Now, FGTeeV is relatively active on his Twitter account with over 50,000 followers, and as of recently, he has made some tweets criticizing and going against Kamala Harris, and has been in support of US Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump. And with all political-based situations, in this specific video I'm making, I am not endorsing nor advocating for either political candidate.
I mean, I kind of figured that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're British. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So I kind of figured that. I kind of figured that.
I'm a Roblox-based YouTube channel and not a political channel, and I'd much rather prefer to keep it that way, because topics like these can get very messy, and they're very polarizing.
Ain't no way he's British. I know he's British.
And complex. Now, regarding FGTeeV, the main tweet that sparked all this backlash
How'd y'all know, chat? How'd y'all know he's British?
against him is where he is seen making a tweet stating Kamala Harris is not loving it, under a tweet of Donald Trump working at McDonald's. Now, the backlash he received for this tweet was monolithic, with thousands of users literally devastated that he was pro-Trump and claiming that he is washed and also he had fell off. Now, after this tweet garnered traction...
Dang, bro. Wait, let me read some of these. No.
And claiming that he is washed and also...
What you washed? Oh man, washed. When your goat is washed.
So he had fell off. Now,
You fell off. Dang.
After this tweet garnered traction, users came out to claim that he was a bad guy or a trash person or a weirdo or someone who simply should be hated upon. And upon finding this tweet, they had also found out that a couple of months back, he had made a video laughing at Biden dropping out the 2024 race on his Instagram, in which many people in the comments of this post had claimed that they would unsubscribe and not support him anymore. So here's a clip of that.
Guys,
that's my shirt! Bro, that's my shirt! He's got a blue version of my shirt! Bro, I guess we both shop at the Gap. Oh my God. What? He's literally wearing the same shirt. What the heck?
even though President Biden is the worst president in American history.
Okay. I don't know about that. Like, for example, and let me make sure this is right before I say it. Hold on. Let me make sure this is right before I say it. Yeah. Like, you know, Woodrow Wilson, this guy right here, he literally was friends with, like, the KKK. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how accurate that statement is. Like, there has been some pretty bad presidents, okay? Like, yeah. That was in, like, the 1920s. Yeah. If look it up, right? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know about that.
He has been able to learn to do something that he has not been able to do for years, and we should be proud of that. Just the other day,
he's in an elevator.
Step down.
They had also found out in the past that he had expressed pro-Trump sentiment back last year too. And I mean, he makes it no secret on his account. Even back years and years ago, he expressed how he never liked Obama.
Dang, that was in 2012, bro. He's been going at it for years.
So he's always remained relatively consistent with his political opinions. But of course, don't get me wrong, objectively and personally, I don't think it's the best idea to conflate your family-friendly, brand-affiliated accounts into the messy topic of politics. No matter what stance you take, you're going to offend and ostracize people, and
That's true. You should definitely never yeah, you should hold on one second, chat. Let me just hold on a second. Let me just just give me 1 second. I'm joking.
your viewer base, and especially in this election too, a lot is on the line and tensions are extremely high. However, personally, I think the hate towards him is extremely overblown and
I'm not deleting it. Chat, I've always look, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've kind of always been kind of political. Like, look at this. I always talk about this. Look, here I am in Congress, right? Like, I look right there I am. I was on TV. Like, I've always kind of I've always kind of been man, that was actually, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Right now. Being on TV in the government, talking to all the government people was actually kind of fun. I'm gonna be real with y'all. And if I ever get the opportunity to do it again, I'm gonna do it again. Because that was really, really fun. That's you. That's me right there. That's actually me right there. I'm dead serious. That's me inside the United States Congress talking about the Children's Online Privacy and Protection Act. Right there, COPPA. Yep, that was 4 years ago. That was the beginning of 2020 before the, you know,
became a member.
Before the pandy. Anyway.
Unwarranted, and I think all this insult hurling is extremely immature because this guy has basically managed to cultivate such a massive fan base with next to no drama for years and has made so many people's childhoods.
Oh my god, I think I'm in this video.
So I think it's illogical just to negate everything good this man has done, just because you fundamentally disagree with one of his stances. However, that being said, I definitely think FGTeeV Duddy should hold back on making his account so political. FGTeeV Duddy himself as well has expressed how serious the hate is getting and that he is considering taking a hiatus off of Twitter out of concern for potential threats he may receive, and that's pretty sad to see. I think making comments about burning his merchandise or telling him to go to hell or claiming that he is a horrible, terrible person is a little harsh considering the fact that we barely know what his full stance on any of these—
Chat, y'all would never y'all wouldn't wait, actually, you know what? It would actually be, I'm not gonna lie, a picture of like my hat with like smoke around it, like kind of on fire. That would actually go kind of hard. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That actually go kind of hard. Stop stuttering, bro. Hey, that's not nice.
These situations are, everyone is basically just assuming. Now, there are some users who are expressing that everyone is entitled to an opinion and it's unreasonable to be this mad at FGTeeV when there are numerous other YouTubers present who are much more deserving of criticism and have done significantly worse than just expressing their opinion on the internet.
Who's that? Chat, who's that? Who's that? I don't know who that is. Who's that?
More deserving of criticism.
Who is that?
And have done significantly worse than just expressing their opinion on the internet. However, a considerable majority are still against FGTeeV on Twitter regarding this. In my honest opinion, I don't think we should dehumanize any side of the situation here. For example, I have friends on both sides, and I'm not going to dehumanize someone for having a different stance to me. However, all this drama brings me to another problem. Users are claiming that essentially because FGTeeV does not like Kamala Harris and instead likes Trump, that somehow he supports everything that Trump has done, and also somehow unilaterally agrees with all his policies when that is a completely unsubstantiated accusation. Everyone's just guessing. Users are claiming that essentially FGTeeV is a homophobe and a transphobe with barely any proof whatsoever. Now, the only bit of evidence people have to illustrate that FGTeeV is indeed homophobic is a tweet he made telling Disney and Target to quote-unquote please do better back in late May of last year, 2023, in response to the Pride merchandise controversy at Target and the Disney woke drama of that same year.
Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. This was like, I can't believe people got mad at this. Like, this was kind of crazy. I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of crazy.
Too. Now, users correctly brought up in response to people claiming that he was homophobic for this, that just because you disagree with big corporations pandering towards minority groups for money and for their own benefit, does not suddenly mean you're against the fundamental belief of LGBTQ rights. In fact, there is a clip going around of FGTeeV Duddy making a joke about Mike, his son, coming out the closet, and then ending it off with a meme stating, but there is nothing wrong with that. Here is a clip.
Mr. Mike, you can come out of—
There's an ad. Pause it. Chat, should we pause the video for the Twitch people that have ads, or should we keep going? Should we be nice, or should we pause the video? Should we be nice, or should we pause the video? Be nice. Be nice. Keep going. Should we be nice to Twitch? Look, here's... We'll pause for a second. Here's look. I think it is pretty crazy that like in 2024 there are people, and I'm not saying he's one of these people. I know he's not, right? Like I know him in real life, right? I can't believe there's people that don't like other people for like who they are. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. It's like, I don't know, just who cares if someone's gay or not? Like great, that's all. That cool, you know, like great, you know. Keep going. Keep going. I think people these days just need to learn to like mind their business more. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, who you like, what you do, how tall you are, how short you are, where you're from, like, bro, like, cool. Like, cool. You know what I mean? I think everybody just needs to be nice. You know, everyone just needs to be a little bit more nice. You know? I think that'd solve a lot of problems. You said a swear word? Where did I say a swear word? I didn't say a swear word.
Of the pantry. Not, well, I wasn't gonna say closet.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Now, he could have just chosen not to.
I'll tell y'all a story, actually. In, it was like, I think it was 8th grade. Was it 8th grade? I think it was 8th grade. I had a friend in school, right? And, I'm not gonna say his name. I was gonna say his name, but I'm not gonna say his name. We'll call him Gerald. His name was Gerald. I don't want to say his name. But anyway, I had a friend in school. He was gay, right? His name, we'll go with Gerald, right? He was in 8th grade. I come from a town that is very, very, like, I grew up in a very small, very rural, very southern, you know, like very super religious, like, you know, red town, right? And this was like back in like 2007, right? So like he got bullied so hard for being gay that he had to actually move, like his whole family had to move out of the school to an entirely different city, right? Which is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. Like, that's just wild to me. Like, that's so messed up.
Include that end clip, but he did, because he is literally not against gay people. He's made no inclination that he is. That end clip literally proves how he's indeed supportive of gay people. He literally states there's nothing wrong with that. Sure, his family is a Christian-orientated family, but to call him homophobic and transphobic are crazy claims that need a lot of proof in order to prove the validity of. One tweet lacking substantial context is not enough to make such absurd, exaggerated claims. I find it odd as well to make the insinuation that someone is transphobic purely if they don't like Kamala Harris too. Sure, Trump has spread transphobic rhetoric, which I don't agree with, but a video has gone around recently offending many LGBTQ-orientated people of Kamala Harris literally not being able to state verbatim if she supports trans people having access to gender-affirming healthcare. She literally provides a nothing response to the interviewer, deflects to Trump, and ultimately dodges the question entirely. And don't just take it from me.
Bro, this is gonna be a controversial video. Oh my God.
Take it from what everyone else is saying in response to this and judge it for yourself in this clip I'm about to show.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip that part. Let's just get back to FGTeeV. Like we're getting off topic here, man. We're getting off topic. Where's FGTeeV?
Gay. On similar topics too, FGTeeV has always been a role model for young children looking up to him, and he's used his platform to the best of his ability to teach his fans that bullying and harassment is indeed wrong. So it would be fundamentally flawed if he was suddenly homophobic, because that would go against everything he preaches, such as his stance against bullying and treating people poorly. That is why it is such a stretch to claim that he is in fact homophobic. Here is a clip.
Why does he hate that piece?
English or Spanish
He
chat.
really hates that piece of paper.
In it, right? That's like a
Katrina, this is a bad time to be. This is not a good time to be doing that. It's not a good time right now. Not a good time. I'll give you an IOU on. Question: how many of you guys have ever been bullied? Actually, while we're on the topic, while we're having a moment, how many of you guys have ever been bullied? Me. So I didn't have any bullies until about seventh grade. Seventh grade. Yeah, seventh grade. There were two kids. One of them was in my class, right? And I don't know why he bullied me. Like I was physically bigger than him, but he always like kept pushing me around and stuff. And like looking back, it's like, bro, I probably wouldn't have done that. But like pushing me around, you know, saying mean things. And then there was this kid in PE class, recess, whatever you want to call it. And he was this big guy, like big dude. Clearly had issues at home, right? Clearly had a lot of things going on. Used to, you know, push me around, you know, call me names, that kind of thing. The breaking point though is we were playing. Frown. Sorry to hear that. We were maybe this will connect with you in what I'm about to say. We were on the basketball like court, right? And we were playing basketball. And him and this other kid, you know, they pushed me down and skint up, you know, like my arm, my knees, had to go to the nurse. I was bleeding, all this stuff, right? And I remember we told the teachers, and teachers didn't really do anything. We told the PE teachers, they didn't really do anything. In fact, the PE teacher, bro, my PE teachers were weird. They were like, push him back, son. Push him back. I'm like, bro, how am I going to push him back? He's 2 times my size. Like, dude, he could snap me in half. Like, what do you mean push him back? Like, that's what? Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Push him back. Like, yeah, that'll fix it. But anyway, PE teachers didn't do anything, right? And so eventually what we did was we had to go to the police. We had to actually go to the police. So we went to the police, and you know, I talked to the police. I was like, hey, there's this you know, there's these kids in school that is, you know, they're bullying me, they're not stopping, the teacher's not doing anything, et cetera, right? And the police went to the school. They came in the classroom. They got the kid out of the classroom and were like, yo, if you don't stop messing with him, I'm going to arrest you. The police officer told my bullies that they would arrest them if they didn't stop bullying me. And like, I don't know if that was true. Like, I don't know if a 7th grader could get arrested for bullying someone. Let me actually look that up. I'm actually curious. Can someone in middle school go to jail for bullying? I'm actually kind of curious. Yes. Apparently the answer is yes. Okay, well, never mind. They weren't, I thought they were kind of like, you know, like just being intimidating a bit, but no, apparently not. Apparently you can't actually go to jail for bullying someone. So there you go. Yeah, violence, assault. Assault. There you go. Yeah, there it is. Assault is illegal. True. And those kids didn't mess with me again. I'll tell you that. Those kids didn't mess with me again. Yeah, that was the one time I got like physically bullied. Yeah, it sucked, dude. It's so bad. The worst part is like, especially when you're a boy, right? It's like everyone's like, just man up. You know, just man up, kid. Man up. It's not that big a deal. Just man up. And it's like, bro, like, this guy looks like Godzilla. What am I gonna do? like, what do you mean? What do you mean, man up, bro? I'm just trying to do my science homework so I can go home. Like, that's all, dude. That's literally all. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, bullying sucks. Eventually, though, what happens is like, look, here's the thing, right? It's like one of the kids that was bullying me. He had like an abuse, like we're getting deep, all right? You know what? We're getting deep. We're gonna get deep. He had like an abusive household. His dad had like really bad drinking problems. He was an alcoholic. They didn't have like a lot of money. So like he just kind of took out his frustrations on me. And it's like, whenever you look at it like that, it's like, most of the people bullying you, they're probably not like evil people. They're probably very broken people. And like, whenever you look at it from that lens, it kind of changes your perspective on it. So hopefully that, I don't know, hopefully that helps someone that's going through it. Just like your dad. Yeah, just like my dad. Right. Anyway.
This situation definitely reminds me of the Scott Cawthon drama, where Scott Cawthon, creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, was found to have been a Republican who supported Donald Trump, and he was harassed and doxxed because of his political stance and beliefs, which was absolutely...
I remember this. Yeah, I remember this, dude. The FNAF community was, oh my God,
disgusting, and he too was claimed to be homophobic with no real feasible evidence behind said claims whatsoever. Still to this day, people on Twitter wish harm on Scott and claim that he is homophobic. And just like with Scott, FGTeeV is seen having similar rising levels of hate against him, and it's sad to understand the reason why he is putting himself into positions like these. He does so because he claims he wants to combat election misinformation and is ultimately stressed out about the possible election results coming up very soon. And I definitely feel like this entire...
Well, he's not really... I mean, he's not stressed now. I mean,
situation is easily summarized by the pancakes and waffles Twitter dilemma, where you can go on Twitter and say that you like pancakes, and a user will come out claiming that you hate waffles, despite you never saying that. And in this case, people claim that FGTeeV doesn't like gay people merely because he supports Donald Trump, which is completely unsubstantiated. There's no proof he hates gay people. Now, obviously, this video is reasonably controversial, and I don't want any insinuation to be made that I am propping up or...
Oh boy, so that's the FGTeeV drama, chat. What are the other videos? Before I talk about it, what are the other videos? Chat, did he actually kill his dad? Like, wait, what? Did he actually kill his dad? Or did he actually kill his dad? Wait, like what? Finish it? Let me see what this is. Hold on. I may not watch the full video of this. Let me see what this is before I talk about it. Hold on. What's the next video?
So after my last video, the FGTeeV drama has gotten so much worse, with Twitter getting even more mad about the situation and viral rumors spreading across the internet that FGTeeV Duddy apparently shot and killed his own.
What? What? Wait. Wait, how do we go from the previous video to this? Wait. I thought we were talking about his political opinions. No, now we, wait, what?
father, so let's get straight into it. So for those of you who don't know, in my last video, I covered how FGTeeV Daddy, aka Vincent Carter, who is the father behind one of the biggest family gaming channels on the
platform. You didn't know that? No!
FGTeeV, with over 25 million subscribers, was seen making political tweets on his Twitter account in favor of Donald Trump and going against Kamala Harris. Now, I covered how as soon as Twitter found out about this, FGTeeV Daddy received a lot of hate, including people insulting him and even books in stores. All had made it extremely clear in my pinned comment that I...
Okay, where is he talking about the dad thing? This is all just a recap.
No text-to-speech has new Roblox socks video. It is funny.
We'll watch that.
Still, for being on the right wing of the political spectrum. But now moving away from the absolute trash heap of a subject that is creating a firestorm online right now, and we move on to the drama involving FGTeeV's backstory and childhood. Because on TikTok, over the span of the last 2 months, many rumors have started to emerge of how Vincent Carter, aka FGTeeV Daddy, apparently had shot and killed his own father.
What?
Because of horrific abuse his father allegedly caused to his mother, in which he had to endure and witness as a child.
Okay, chat, before I watch this is all fake, right? Like, this isn't real, right? Like, it's fake, right? Okay, it's fake. Okay. I'm like, bro, how does TikTok come up with this? Bro, what?
Now, I'm sure many of you have seen some of these TikToks going over this situation because videos covering it have garnered hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. So I will play a few. Here we go. All of this stemmed from FGTeeV's old rap channel from over a decade ago called Intelligence. Now, in this channel, he would create rap songs, participating in competitions and whatnot.
Wait, he's a rapper? Chat,